Hey everybody, and welcome back to another Kraken Packs video. I am your host, MrBevers. Welcome back to another box of Oath of the Gatewatch. This is box number 3. We're on that search for those expeditions. Why don't we see if we can find one? Alright. So, we're gonna get started here. I'm gonna go ahead and I think we're just gonna take the packs out. That's my plan. And we'll put this over here somewhere where it can sit and hold the cards. Alright, I hope everything is looking okay and the volume is okay. Well, let's see how this goes. So I've changed up the camera angle today as well. It's a little more straight on. I hope it's clear enough for you guys. It's a little whitewashed, eh? I'll have to fix my lighting and see how it goes here. Let's see. I'll do it later. So, I mean, like, you can see these cards okay, I think, when I get them up nice and close. Yeah, okay. So we're just going to crack through here. Wall of Resurgence. Nice uncommon. Oof, man. Starting things off the right way. With a Zendikar Resurgent, one of the probably, in my opinion, worst rares in the set, but you know, can't have everything, right? Hopefully that's not an omen for the rest of the box, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, there you go. All right. So second card into this box is a Kozilek's Return. Very nice card. Very nice card. I've only opened one of these so far. Just such a great card for any of the colorless decks. It's crazy. I don't even know how they printed such a card, to be honest, but we'll put that guy right over there. Mounted token. Alright, so I mean the first pack was a bit of a dud. Second pack pretty alright. Let's hope we didn't waste all of our opening luck on Kozilek's Return, but second pack. Okay, so I think there's a foil in this pack. What do we think? What do we think? Well, it's white. White, but not colorless white. It's just white. So it's probably what, Gatewatch or Oath of Gideon? Maybe, oh, it's a creature. So it's probably the Armament Master, yeah, the Stonehaven Outfitter. No foil. Thought there was a foil, but my first garbage card. First garbage card. Alright, let's see here. We're just going to blow through the commons and uncommons. So far, not so bad. 3 packs. We've opened a Kozilek's Return already, so... What do we think? So, Artifact? Looks like Artifact. Could be colorless. Looks colorless, I guess. So maybe not an Artifact, but it is an Eldrazi then? What do you think? 5/5, so Endbringer? Or, Reality Smasher, okay. Much better than the Endbringer. Very good card. As I've said before, 5/5 trample, haste for 5 is just, you know, you can't really complain about that. And then the fact that it has another ability on top of it, so much nicer. Very good card. The satisfying cracking a pack sound, right? Dread Defiler. It's an okay card. It's not in my top picks, but it's there. I've not yet seen an expedition from this set. This is our 3rd box. No, not a single waste so far out of 6 packs. And not a single foil. Oath of Jace. Well, it's a thing, I guess. It's a thing. Okay, so only 9 commons, so there's definitely a foil in this pack. Hissing Quagmire. You know. It's Manland. Feel like it should have had, I guess, I mean, a 2/2 Death Touch is not terrible. For 3. Could be worse. Okay, so our first foil is a Slip Through Space. Yeah, it's fine. It's a fine card. Nothing to write home about. My friend is building a deck, and he's putting that in with Zada, just because he wants to draw all the cards. And I'm like, I hate you. He wants to draw all the cards. There's our first waste. That's our first waste out of 7 packs. So, Overwhelming Denial. I may not have been giving this card enough credit. I don't see you ever casting this card for its surge cost. Because, I mean, if you're going to cast it for its surge cost, you're going to 2-for-1 yourself, really. right? Like you counter his, I guess it's 2 for 2. You counter something he does, he counters your counter, you counter his counter with overwhelming denial. Like it's an anti-counter spell counter. I don't know. I still just don't see. I don't see it being a thing. Although I guess if you use a removal on your opponent's turn, and he tries to counter it, you could counter it so that your removal goes through. I guess that's a thing. It's probably going to see some play in that aspect, maybe. Deceiver of Form. Yeah, it's not bad. He's not bad either. You know, he's a lot of 8/8 for 7 mana. So he's not terrible. He's not terrible by any means. Inverter of Truth. So there's our second mythic. Let's see, focus here. There you go. This guy's interesting. I mean, he's a 6/6 flying for 4, so that's a thing. I have a feeling someone will break this card specifically because of its other ability. They'll find some way to, you know, dump a whole bunch of cards into their graveyard before turn 4 and then have those as your library. So that way you have a nice library of good cards that you want to draw. And then you have a 6/6 flyer, and then you just basically win the game. I don't know. Could go poorly. Could go poorly, who knows? Could go poorly, could go well. Tyrant of Valakut. And for some reason, I'm getting all screwed up here. That's a mythic. He goes there. Those are the uncommons. Let's stick with it here. Stick with it here. So that's Tyrant of Valakut. I mean, he's a 5/4 flyer. He's a dragon. People like dragons, I guess. Let me get it up here so that you can actually see it. Focus. Focus, camera. There you go. You did it. I'm proud of you. So I mean, like, he's interesting. The fact that he basically does a lightning bolt. If you cast him for 5, is interesting. But I mean, again, he's a 5/4. There are bigger things, right? There are bigger things. It's going well, guys. It's going well. There's our second waste. So, second pack into this box we opened a Kozilek's Return. Other than that, it's been a fairly uneventful box, I would say. Second mythic was an Inverter of Truth. Okay, so there's an Ailey. I think she's going to see a lot of play in Commander. She's probably going to get used a lot in that format, but we'll see. But I don't see how she couldn't. You know what I mean? So I can move those over there. That gives me a little more space. I can put my wastes over here, since there won't be many of them. And I can put my foils over here and sort of like put it like this, so that you guys can see all the rares properly. How's that? That looks okay. Well, that's what it comes down to, right? Is that, you know, if you don't, it's definitely an expensive hobby. So, you know, if you don't want to spend the money on it, you're not going to, right? So, Oath of Chandra. Oof, let's get the... Can we get in on that text there? Camera? Camera? Focus. Focus on me, camera. Stop focusing on that card down there. There you go. You did it. Oath of Chandra. It's probably... It's an okay. Oh, okay. So we got a foil island. That's nice. Right? Foil full art lands. Always nice to have. Always nice to have. So that'll go right there. That will go there. That will go there. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. The camera doesn't like to focus. I'm playing around with it. I mean, this is only my third unboxing video that I've ever made, so, you know, if there's any improvements you think I could make, please let me know. One of the things that I've been told is that sometimes it's better to have the camera just focused in, like, on this spot, so that everything else is blurry, but when I put the card here, it's easy to read immediately. I don't know if that's better. So, anyway. Okay, so there's a third mythic. Linvala, the Preserver. She's an interesting card. She can definitely turn a game around for you if you're in the hole. But I feel like if you're in the hole, you might need more than this. You might need more than this. But, you know, a 5/5 flyer for 6 is about on par. And if she gives you 5 life as a bonus, great. And if she gives you another 3/3 flyer, like, if you get 8/8 power flying for 6, it's pretty good. But the problem is that you're probably fairly behind if that's the case. So, no, the packs do not contain digital codes. They used to. Way back, they used to put in, like, codes that you could redeem for points online, and they stopped doing that. Reflector Mage, one of the better uncommons in the set. Let's see, what do we think? Okay, it's red. What are we thinking? It's a creature. It's a 4/4. Goblin Dark Dwellers. That's not really a hard one to guess, eh? They'll never do codes for digital packs in the actual boosters because they can get you to pay for them twice. Why wouldn't they, right? Why wouldn't they? So let's just see what we got going on here. Now, guys, remember, if you're here watching the Kraken packs on Twitch, give us a follow. I'm going to be doing at least 2 more of these videos, most likely. So, you know, make sure that you get the alerts so that you can check out the next time I do one of these. Needle Spires. So very yeah, mediocre mainland. It's about this. It's about on par with the others, I guess. Foil Stone Forge Acolyte. Fine. Nothing special. Still only 2 wastes. still only 2 wastes. They're common, but only 2, you know? Oh, my goodness, this pack. Alright, so... Well, there. Look, see, all I have to do is complain, and then I get them. Oh, did you want wastes? Well, they are a basic land. Well, too bad. Too bad. Okay, Mina and Den. Very good for a red-green landfall aggro deck. Giving things trample and then also being able to trigger your landfall more than once a turn. Very good. Be interesting to see if someone comes around with a standard landfall deck in the coming weeks once Pro Tour Oath of Gatewatch rolls around. We'll see. Although I believe the Pro Tour Oath of Gatewatch is modern, if I'm not mistaken. So we won't see any landfall decks there because definitely doesn't fit into the meta. Alright. Oath of Gideon. Focus. There you go. A pretty decent oath. It's probably the better of the 3. And by 3, I mean not including Nissa's, because Nissa's is obviously the best one. Nissa's is just super broken. Gideon's is not terrible. I'm definitely looking to make a Super Friends deck using them, using the oaths. I don't know which oaths I'll use particularly, but I know that I'll have at least Nissa's and at least Gideon's in the deck. But I'm not sure how many others. Another waste. Land? Looks like a land card. So it's probably, Reef? Oh, it's Corrupted Crossroads. Okay. So, it's an interesting card. Not sure if it'll see play, but it's, you know, it's interesting. Giving you colored mana only for colorless spells is an interesting thing. I mean, you blow past all the commons. There's no point in looking at them. Everybody has seen all the commons. What you care about is what the rares are, and the uncommons you don't even necessarily care about. Sifter of Skulls. He's an okay card. I think in one of my previous videos I said I like him a lot. I've since maybe changed my opinion. You really have to play him in the right deck to get him to actually, you know, perform properly. Another waste. Alright, well, we're up to 6 wastes now. You know, breaking the curve a bit. We only have 3 foils, though. I feel like BFZ, I was opening a foil, like, almost every other pack. You know, or every 3 packs or whatever. And this set has been letting me down. Letting me down on the foils. It takes away that anticipation, you know? Endbringer, I mean, he's a limited bomb, like nobody's business. Being able to untap him during your opponent's turns, he basically has vigilance if you want to attack with him. He can also ping things for 1. He can make things so they can't attack, and you can draw cards. Like, I mean, he's a powerhouse in limited. I'm sure someone will find a way to break him in standard if he makes it. Yeah, the commons are very old news to me. I've seen them many a time. I've seen all of them countless times. But I don't know, like having the foils in the pack, it sort of like brings that suspense about, you know? Like you get that kind of like, ooh, there's a foil, maybe I have an expedition in this pack because there has to be a foil for you to get the expedition, right? So, oh man, I'm so glad that I now have my like 6th copy of this card because you know you definitely want to have 6 copies so that you can have 2 outside the game so that in case those matter to this card, you have them. Let's see what the foil is. It's not an expedition, that's for sure. But it is green. But it's colorless green. And it's a creature. Scion Summoner. He's fine. Nothing to write home about, again. But, you know, I think I like the look of the colorless foils. Like the colored, colorless foils. I like the way this looks. It almost makes it look like a circuit board, like the pattern with the foil. It's very, very nice. As opposed to the regular foils, like of just the regular colors. All right, well we're almost 2/3 of the way through this box, and we still haven't opened anything super of note other than the Kozilek's Return. No Thought-Knot Seers. No whatever that other guy is, Matter Reshaper. That's the one. Those are the 2 that I'm looking for the most. Drana's Chosen. Whamp whamp. Like, just... no, there is not a foil in every pack. Though I'm sure that most of us wish there were. There is a foil in this pack, though. So that's 2 packs in a row with a foil. So, who's ready to see it? It's an artifact. Oh, dear. Oh dear. So our foil is Captain's Claws, which means that's our foil rare for this box. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. So, I mean, shiny and everything. Yay. Mm-hmm. But, not the best foil. Not the best foil in the world. Could have got a much better foil rare, but nope. C'est la vie, you know? I mean, this is coming from the guy who's complaining that he has 2 foil Matter Reshapers. I mean... Oh, speaking of Matter Reshaper, there he is! One of my favorite cards from this set. Even the art. I like the art a lot. It's really cool. I mean, he's just a phenomenal card. The shiny shows up on camera if I tilt it the right way. Like here, I'll show you. So, you can see there. See it? Now, you put that beside a card that's not foil. You can definitely see that that's gleaming a bit. And when you put this there... Come on, focus on this card. Definitely not foil. Foil. Not foil. Foil. Anyway, there's generally, like, rule of thumb is that there's generally only one foil rare per box. Okay, so 2 foil rares. Yeah, I mean, I would say 2 foil rares per box is high. It's very high. Um, it's definitely not the average that I've had. And yes, it's not including expeditions. The expeditions don't count toward that count. Expeditions are essentially like there's a lower percent chance to get an expedition than there is to get a foil mythic rare. So you know, there's a foil in this pack as well. Deep Fathom Stalker or Skulker. Hey, he's a thing. He's a card. So here is a foil Kozilek's Shrieker. It's common. Yeah, I mean, expeditions are supposedly 1 or 2 per case, but also I've seen people open a case and not get a single expedition. So it is still a percentage chance, because I mean, like, unless Wizards can actually come out and say, like, if you can point me to an article that Wizards has officially said, we guarantee 1 expedition per case, I doubt that they've said that. And the reason I say that is because I've heard of people, and I know of people, who have opened a case and not got a single expedition. So, oh, bam! There we go. We did it. There it is, right there. Come on, focus. Focus on me. I'm the important card. Come on, camera. Get in. You can do it. I have faith. There she is. There she is in all her glory. So that's a good one. It's a good, nice mythic to pull. That's 4 mythics in this box. So that's a thing. There she is. That's my second copy of her. I wish I had, 5 copies of her instead of 5 copies of Chandra. But such is life, right? Let's see if this... Okay, the focus is just gone now. It's just, hey, you focused on a card way up here, and now I'm not gonna focus. Okay, fine. Whatever, camera. You do you. You do you, man. I think, Bob, that every box is, okay, right? Like, they're not great. They're not always great by any means, but they're definitely okay. What is happening here, camera? Come on. Oh. Oh. Focus. Focus. Why did you stop focusing? Whatever. Whatever. I'm over it, camera. So, I don't know. Those of you who can tell just by the art, you can see this. It's blurry. But that's a Thought-Knot Seer. Oh, yes it is. That's two good cards in a row right there. A Nissa and a Thought-Knot Seer. I'm not going to complain. So, there's this. That's pretty good. I'm okay with that. Bob, if I point the camera at my face, you'll see how ugly I am. So, overall not a terrible box so far. It's been pretty okay. I mean, Thought-Knot Seer, Matter Reshaper, Nissa, and Kozilek's Return. Those are definitely 4 money cards right there. So, can't complain. Oh, my goodness. Okay. Well, that's 2 Planeswalkers in a row. That's a Chandra right there. Okay, look, it's focused down here now. Whatever, here you go. Oh. 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 Chandra. She's back. With a vengeance. And by that, I mean, Hey, so that's another Planeswalker, and also I think it's my 7th copy of Chandra that I've opened. Like, my goodness. My goodness. Okay, well, you go right there. That's 5 mythics for this box. Okay, that means that all these packs right here, garbage. I should just throw them away, because they're not going to have anything good. They're going to have just garbage in them. There's going to be nothing left. No Kozilek, no Expedition. It can't happen. It can't happen. Not in a box that's been this decent to me. I don't think I've ever opened a box that has extreme amount of value. Unlike, you know, that guy who opened a friggin' Wasteland and also another Expedition in the same box. Don't know how he managed that, but he did. Jorian, you know, it's a rare. It's a rare. I have not placed a rare in these piles since I drew this Deep Fathom Skulker. So that was, what, 3 packs in a row that we opened money? Open something, you know, ding worthy, get the sleeve worthy, if you will. If you, I don't know if you're a fan, but you know, it's good stuff. Another waste, finally. There she is, and holy moly! All right, well, that's 6 mythics in this box. There's definitely no way that there's an Expedition in these packs. Definitely no way. There's 6 packs left, and I'm already at 6 mythics. It's just not going to happen. I think the average mythics in the box is 2.5, 3. We're double that now. Well over double that. Also, he's fairly decent. He's not terrible. I'm going to see what it takes to put him into my current vampire deck. I don't know if he'll work, but work with it. I don't think my current vampire deck is suited for that kind of card. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, there you go. This is what I'm talking about. Gladeheart Cavalry. That's what I'm talking about right there. A terrible rare that nobody likes. 7 mana for a 6/6. That puts 1/1 counters on 6 permanents you control, or 6 creatures, I should say. And it's not even that you control. It's just 6 other target creatures. So, you know, not bad in a multiplayer game, because you can give them to other people's creatures. But, look at that. My 2nd garbage card. That's it. Only 2 garbage cards out of this entire box. So happy. So happy that they reduced the number of throwaway cards. When you get a nice fat stack of tokens like this out of a box, it's very pleasing. This is our first Storm Chaser Mage out of this entire box. I don't know how I feel about that. A lot of people are saying, like, I've heard people say that he's not going to be able to be played in Modern. I feel like that's not correct, but I mean, I don't play a lot of Modern, so I don't know the archetypes very well. There's, you know what? I don't think we have not opened. Huh. You know, it's not a bad thing when you get, there's only 4 packs left. We have not opened a single double. All of our rares are unique. I don't think I've ever had that happen in a box. I always get at least 2 of 1. 2 of 1. At least. But we'll see. Stoneforge Masterwork. It's fine. Equipment, you know. In case you want to bring back the white weenie deck. You know, there's probably a lot better equipments that you could be putting on them, to be honest. But, it's a waste. Oh, look at that. An Oath of Nissa. Okay, so that's another money card right there. Also, the best oath out of all the oaths that were printed. For some reason, they didn't print a Black Oath. I don't know why. If you know why they didn't print a Black Oath, please tell me. I'm sure that Magic or Wizards has addressed that issue. But I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they didn't. Another waste. Wow. We still got a little shortchanged on foils. We only have 6. 5 here in the rare. Oh, there's another Storm Chaser Mage. Eldrazi Obligator. I like this card a lot. The art is cool on it. Also, a 3/1 haster for 3 is fine with me. And the fact that if you don't get it until turn 5, you can just take a thing. And then also bash in with that. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so there's a foil Blinding Drone. It's fine. This card is very good in Limited. Very good. Limited is the format that I enjoy playing the most, so that's why you're going to get my comments about Limited plays. And cards that are good in Limited and that kind of stuff. Alright, we've only got 2 packs left here. 2 packs. It all comes down to this. Who's calling the shots on an expedition or not? I'm going to say no, because 6 Mythics is a pretty good representation of the fact that there's no expedition in this box. Let's see. Okay, so there's our first double, okay? And it's not even a horrible double. It's Jora N or Jorian. Let's see if we can get the text there. Whenever you cast your second spell card. Ugh, God, focus. Focus. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, draw a card. So the thing about this card is that you only draw a card when you cast your second spell. So if you cast 3 spells on your turn, you only get a card for the second one, not the third one. So, interesting. Alright, here it is. The last guy. Last one from this box. Still 3 more boxes in the case. So, like I said, we'll do another video at some point. It'll probably be this weekend. Another waste. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So no foil in this pack. So no expedition in this box. No expedition. Alright. Let's see. Oh, here I am knocking cards all over the place. It's colorless. Colorless. It's a creature. It's a 5/5 or a 3/3? 5/5. Okay, so it's a 5/5. We have both of the 5/5s already, so this is another duplicate. So, we want it to be Reality Smasher, but it's probably going to be the Endbringer, to be completely honest. Holy moly, it's another Reality Smasher. Well, I mean, that's, you know, I can't complain. 2 Reality Smashers is definitely better than 2 Endbringers. So, you know, this has been an okay box for us. Let's see. So, 11 wastes. Almost a third. Almost a third of the packs contained a waste. So, you know, that's a thing. Every other box we've opened so far hasn't even had a third of the box. The foils are a little light still, only 7. And this is what I was saying before, is that in BFZ I felt like I was opening it at least a foil every 2 to 3 packs. And it added to the, you know, suspense of, you know, am I getting an expedition? Am I not getting an expedition? And this, it doesn't seem like that. You know, like the foil, I'm like, oh yeah, it's a foil. It's probably going to be something terrible. Like, it's not going to be an expedition. And maybe that's what they want. Maybe they're trying to, like, troll you into it. It's like that sense of, like, I'm not expecting to get one, so I won't bother, right? So this is the spread. Let's just go through here. So there's a foil Captain's Clause. That's our rare. We'll take out all the things that are, you know, we're just going to leave those there like that. I think we took everything else out that was, you know, I guess this guy's not terrible. So that's our stack of rares right there. Two Reality Smashers. An Oath of Nissa. A Thought Not Seer. Very good card. Matter Reshaper. Only 2 Manlands. Well, we did get 6 Mythics. One Nissa, one Chandra. One Kalitas? Kalitas? Whatever, I don't know how you pronounce his name. An Inverter of Truth. And a Kozilek's Return. So there you have it, guys. If you could like and subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. Don't forget you can also share the video, and I have a Patreon as well as a store, nerdvanastore.ca, where you can see most of the cards I've opened should be there online to purchase. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and may your pulls ever be better.